Welcome to Pioneer Group Production Process Tour. Pioneer Group, established in 1997. Pioneer Group has 3 production units and 1 washing plant. Total number of capacity 1.5 million pieces per month. Pioneer Apparels Limited. Al Islam Textiles Limited. Maxcom International BD Limited. Store. When we receive a confirmed order of a specific style at our factory, arrangements are started to sourcing and bring the fabrics to our factory accordingly. Blanket, pattern and size set. The fabric inspection team cuts the blankets from all the rolls of fabrics to check the shade and its shrinkage. The fabric reported with different shades. After that, fabrics are delivered to cutting section as per shades. In the sample section, all patterns are made with follow the buyer's spec chart. Here, there is another step are taken to begin the production. For any style, we do a size set of every ordered size. Permission for bulk production is sought subject to discussion between the buyer and the production team at the PP meeting. Paper pattern making. In order to make the paper pattern, we follow the given spec chart from buyer designer. Here, we use Lactra Moderi software for pattern making. Pattern making are done accordingly as per specific measurement and comments of buyer's spec chart. Then, a HPGL format soft copy of pattern is printed on pattern cutter or often through Lactra Alice plotter. Pattern cutter prints and cut all the pieces as like sizes of pattern on 300 GSM hard paper, where a finished paper pattern comes out from machine. On the other hand, from Alice plotter, we collect the printed paper and cut onto pieces by scissor as like print. Then, the cut pieces of thin paper are sticked by adhesive tape onto more hard paper like 250 GSM. Finally, the made-ready paper pattern is given to cutting and sewing section for further use as reference. Cutting. In purpose of cutting, firstly, the store department hands over all the shell fabrics and accessories from store to cutting section. Then, the collected fabrics are inspected and relaxed for 24 to 48 hours. After that, according to the cut plan and ratio, the markers are being made by cut section. Then, lay the fabric on cutting table as per length of marker. Once estimated number of lay are completed, the printed marker is put on top of the lay. After that, we start cutting with both manual and auto cutting machines. Finally, all the parts of those cutting are checked in the quality table. Hence, cutting reporter hands over the cut parts to the import man from sewing lines. Sewing. The sewing department set a style-wise line plan for specific sewing lines. The sewing lines are laid out as per given line plan. After that, process-wise input is given to lines. After completion of sewing process, output is collected from the end point of line. Finally, quality checker checks the body, compare with the sample, following the critical process on a layout checking table. In wash, for denim garment, we follow some sequential process. Shade pans are created to examine the wash quality. After that, before doing the bulk production, first lot of the garments is washed as per buyer approval. Later, by whisker process, backside and front side of the garments are designed. It also designed by laser machine as per demand. Then, back part or front part can be lightened to desired level by scrubbing paper, which guided by pattern. On a number of stylish occasions, some parts of the garments are folded or squared by the tag machine to manifest different washing effects. Enzyme wash is done in a few instances to develop marble or scrub effect on the fabrics. After wash the garments, wet water is removed by the hydro process. Also use dryer machine to dry the wet garments. Later, we do spray of potassium peroxide on some parts of the garments so that this part seems to be light. If any style is required to make destroy onto it, some of the garments is destroyed by the laser machine or using stone. Next, a second wash is done to match with the buyer approval shade by the PP neutral and tinting color. There is some more process to follow if style demands so. To make the body as appropriate finished garments, final check is done by the quality section. For non-denim garment, also go through a few steps. These are garment dye or garment wash, dryer and quality check. Finishing. After washing, the finishing responsible person receives the garments with counting, then segregates different shades. Swinging yarn is cut from the garments according to the finishing layout. Leather batches are applied, labeled, then the inside quality is checked and ironed. Then, leftovers yarn is taken out from the garments and the top set quality is checked. Rivets and buttons are applied precisely by marking the buttons and the get-up is ironed. Next, the quality section checks the get-up perfection and does a body measurement. Then, hang tag and waist tags are applied to the body. After checking the final shades of garments, the body is checked by metal detector machine and kept in dry room for 2 hours to control body humidity. After that, the garments are folded and filled onto polypack and inserted onto the carton. Testing lab. Testing lab performs all physical tests. Lab is nominated by Tom Taylor, Lindex, and H&M. Lab day procedure. Once we receive any Pantone number from buyer for garment dye program, we select proper color combination by spectrophotometer. Make dyes preparation for dyeing bath and run Sandolab machine based on dyes recipe. Unload the sample and check buyer's selected Pantone by spectrophotometer. Then share the recipe for bulk production. Final inspection. The buyer will be agreed to inspect the supplier goods as per the given schedule, and the buyer will confirm to ship the garments through garments inspection as per acceptable quality level ratio.